Hello and welcome to AGT Racer. On today's video we are racing the first race of the first season of 2019, the Drivers Room Endurance Championship. We are racing in the GR2 cars at the Lago Maggiore GP circuit. If you would like to join the Thursday series, please contact Gadget334. And as you'll see, a quick print of the team names and the drivers, and we'll go through some during the grid walks. As the championships get longer, you'll get to know the liveries and the drivers. In first place we have Knee Jogger in the Lexus on Racing Supersofts. In second we have Senna also in the Lexus on Racing Soft. We have Gadget in third with Racing Softs in the GTR. In fourth place we have Plux on Racing Softs. He's also driving the Lexus. In fifth we have Mac on Racing Supersofts. In sixth place in the Red Bull we have Muller in the GTR on Racing Softs. Fourth, also in a Red Bull GTR, we have Racing Supersofts. Mungino on Racing Mediums. The already well-known Atari livery of Rocker in the Lexus Racing Supersofts. We have Ben in the Lexus on Racing Softs. In the GTR we have Canny on Racing Supersofts. In 12th we have Daz in the Lexus on Racing Supersofts. Myself on Racing Softs, also in the Lexus. And in last place MJR Mercer on Racing Softs. So let's get into the race. And as we get the first race underway, we have Knee Jogger in first, coming up to the tight left hand corner, followed by a tight right hand corner, and it's three abreast now. You've got Knee Jogger, Gadget and Senna. It looks like Gadget's come out on top. He's in the middle there and someone's gone wide. Mac's gone wide. He's dropped down a few places now. As coming through the tight corners we have Gadget, followed by Senna, then Knee Jogger, then Plux, and then fours. Oh, there's been two people spinning out there. We'll have to have a look what's going on. As we're riding with Mac now. And there's Muller. Oh, it looks like he's just done it on purpose, but knowing him, he has not. Unfortunate for him. I think it was too much on the power and just lost a bit of grip. And very unlucky for him and Muller. As we go halfway through the first lap now, we have Gadget in front with Senna behind, followed by Knee Jogger. Knee Jogger unlucky, losing a couple of places there. We have Plux in fourth, Fours in seventh, in fifth, Rocker in sixth. It's very close now. The first five are starting to pull away as Fours has a look on Plux. There's Rocker there, followed by Mangino. Ben with being hovered behind him. Canny looked like he got a little bit of a twatting off the course there. Ooh, it's a bad start for Mercer and Canny. And Daz, let's have a look, see what happened. Oh, Mercer just caught him, twatted him right up the ass. He has stayed behind to make sure that Canny does overtake him and give the position back. It's all gone a bit Pete-tong for some at the back now. I was riding with the first three starting to bridge a gap. As we see the two Lexus chasing down the GTR. This is a 60-minute race, as we've always. We get Nijog having a look on the inside. Hasn't been able to make that position stick, but it looks like Fours has. No, he hasn't. Look, shut the door on him there. Fours got the inside. Very close. They're going to be coming neck and neck down this little straight. No, Plux has shut the door on him again. This is just giving the first three the chance to pull away. Look at that, right on the power by Plux there. Rocker now getting into the action. As we see myself actually challenging somebody for once, not being right stuck at the back. As Daz goes very wide there. I'm not able to capitalise just yet, as we are right behind him now. As I say, this is a 60-minute endurance race every Thursday, qualifying from 7:30, and the race starts at 8 o'clock. We have a full room at the moment with some reserves on there. So if we do get enough people, then we'll have to open 2 rooms. If you have a look on Discord or message Gadget334, then he'll give you all of the details. As we're looking at Canny there, challenging Muller, or did he? He's got Mercer on the inside of him. Mercer's taken the position back. Looks like Mac has left the room. There's Gadget pulling away. We've Senna has managed to make the position over Nijog from the start of the race, but he's still found himself in second place. And then you've got the next 3 followed by, leading by Plux, then Fours, then Rocker, Lexus, GTR and Lexus. We're going very wide there. Very close behind him as he has a look on the inside coming down the hill. No, he just hasn't been able to overtake. He's all over the back of Fours as we go through the S's. There's Mungino in 7th, followed by Ben in the camo Lexus. And myself managing to get past Daz. And Daz in the Mistral trying to take that place back, coming down the hill. Go through the pack. Gadget now being challenged by Senna. It looks like Gadget might have had a slight mistake somewhere. He's lost a lot of ground to Senna. Senna in the Senna Motorsport team for the season. Find all rules and everything else about the championship on Discord. There's Ride now with Senna, looking back at Nijog, and Nijog has lost a little bit of time on Senna. That tyre wear and pit stops are going to play a big part in this race also. Being endurance, there's going to be lots of different options for people to use. And Gadget in the well-known Team Sigma livery. As Plux having another wobble on the power as he comes to start down the hill. As you can see now, there's gaps opening, the first 3, the second 3. All very bunched up. Canny trying to go into him. Mercer goes a bit wide there. He's having a bit of a mare at the start of the race. Mercer in the Marlboro Racing team. As we look now, Nijog, is he going to have a go down the hill? On the inside, is Ayrton going to block him off, or is he going to have a look on the outside and stick to the driving line and force him? No, Nijog is just not close enough yet. Obviously identically powered. As we got Plucks in fourth. Forza and Rock are having a right battle this race. The GTR against the Lexus. Obviously, as you can all guess, Forza is the Red Bull Racing and Rocker is the Atari Racing. As we join the first three now, see the gadget not being able. Oh, what's happened there? Senna's just gone flying off into the wall. How has he done that? He's lost a lot of time now. He's dropped him right back. He's in 8th now. Unlucky there. So now we got Nijogger who's got to chase down Gadget. I don't know if there was contact. It didn't look like it. There's Muller now in 9th. Where is Senna? Looks like Senna may have dropped back even more. Muller all over me, challenging for 8th position. It's not going to be long before Muller, who he is a quicker driver, he will be overtaking, and Daz will be. Let's see how good my blocking skills are. I'm on the Muller's on the racing soft at the moment. Same. Just giving Daz a chance to catch up now. This is a slow section for me. I lost a lot of time through these S's. Look how much time Daz has made through these S's. He's on the racing super soft, so as we're riding with Daz, it looks like Muller's going to have a go. I'll leave the door wide open for him. Force him onto the outside. Try and keep the inside. He has got the driving line now, but he hasn't managed to make the overtake stick just yet. Great blocking by myself there, if I do say. As we go through, oh, Senna's all the way back in 13th. He does have a fresh set of tyres on now, so he's going to real push now. There's Gadget in first on racing softs, Nijogger in second on racing super softs. Tyres are starting to go down for the super soft guys now, and look at Rocker all over the back of Forza there. Is he going to have a look on the inside? No. And all that chasing down is giving Ben the chance to jump in. Ben in the red camoed car. Moose Racing of Ben. He's just lost that little bit of time now to Rocker. You see Mangino hovering in the background. The Mobile One Monster. There he is in the GTR. In the last sprint race, I think Mangino pulled off the move of the Christmas period. If you haven't seen it, click on the video. I was off time to Mully and Daz there. You've got Canny right behind me. Really getting a move on now, Canny. I'm trying to attack Daz, but he's got the same car, and there's Mercer having a nightmare. Senna, after his fresh tyres, needs to try and get a move on. He was doing so well, as the first two now are pulling well away. Flux is trying to keep up with him. He's building quite a big gap to Forza in fourth. And it looks like Rocker's been overtaken. We haven't seen that overtake, but he has been overtaken by Ben, so there might have been a mistake. As we see there, Mangino all over the back of him. Atari Racing suffering today. All that challenging, his tyres are starting to go. Maybe within the next couple, 2 or 3 laps, we'll start seeing the super soft boys come in. Very clean racing. It's nothing like those dailies and FIAs where you just everyone's trying to twat you into the rule. Why they put? Oh, it looks like Plux has had a bit of a problem there. I'm not sure what's happened to him. He's all the way now down into 6th place, being challenged by Mungo, who's sliding all over the place there. Mungo does have the drive on him. Plux leaves the door open on the outside. Mungino is probably a little bit too far back to challenge. What's happened there? Muller now making progress since he passed myself. Followed by Daz. Then myself with Canny right behind. Canny really pushing into sport racing car there. And Mercer being hounded now. Senna is absolutely flying as we've got Gadget first into the pits out the front runners. Knee Jogger staying out. Knee Jogger does have the racing super softs. Is this too early for the drivers on softs? He's the first one in. Is that a risk or is it a genius move by Gadget? Oh, the way it moves fours up into second. Look at that. Gadget really hasn't lost that much time. He managed to get himself in third with everyone in front of him and all of those around him needing to pit again. Could be absolutely brilliant strategy. Of course, in the Sunday League, Des, I believe, if my memory serves me right, was the champion, followed by Gadget. Gadget is certainly one to watch for the Endurance Championship. As we look now, Canny going down the hill. He's dipping on the outside to go in. He's right behind me as we head towards these S's. This is a weak part for myself. I'll give him the inside. He just hasn't been able to take it. My tyres are starting to go now. A little bit. Really pushing hard. Ooh, as he just clipped the curb there. Could have been a disaster, but he held that well in a GTR. Just lost momentum going down the hill. Yes, Senna is gone past Mercer now, absolutely steaming on those fresh tyres. As Knee Jogger, will he be pitting or is he going to risk it? Oh, he's risked it. I suppose he feels quite strong in those tyres. But Gadget is absolutely flying now as Ben made his way into third and he's now in the pits. Forza's in the pits. Rocker is in the pits. That puts Plux in third, being chased down by Mungino. And look at Mungino having a look on the inside. They've got Muller behind them. Muller has made some excellent ground up. Look at that, Mungy's forcing his way through. He just can't make it though. And Muller in the team OSR Red Bull. Doing a superb job after the incident with Mack earlier in the race, the first lap. And look at Rocker now. He's having an attack on Ben. Oh, he goes a bit wide there. He's going to have the drive and the slipstream. Daz is in front, obviously, on the older tyres. Ben up choosing the racing super softs. He's got Rocker all over him. And Daz getting stuck in the mix. Daz is holding these guys up. As Knee Jogger is now into the pits. Whereas Gadget has gone past. And remember, there was only like a second between them. And look at that now. There's 4-second gap now. Excellent work. The undercut worked superb for Gadget there. And Plugs in third. Mungino didn't manage to get past, lost a bit of ground, and now he's got Muller coming up behind him. Muller in fifth after disaster being spun round. And he's right behind him now. Is he going to have a crack going down the hill? No, he's just not close enough. Mungino doing a superb job on those racing mediums. And racing softs. By the look of it for Mungino. Cheeky tactic. Let's see if it works. As this battling now is playing defensive, giving Plugs away a few seconds in front of them. Miller just can't attack on the inside as Rocker is past Ben. With Ben right behind. Oh, he goes wide onto the dirt there. Fours is in 8th in the Red Bull. We've got Senna doing a superb job getting all the way up into 9th. There's a lot of people in front who still need to pit. Daz has now changed his tyres. Mercer's still out. Canny has changed. He's got the super softs on. See if he can gain a bit of time now. As we're riding with Gadget in first place. Superb tactic so far from him. We've got Knee Jogger on the super softs. Plugs is still yet to pit on the softs. Mung with a mixture of the tyres there. Have to check see if that's in the rate regulations or not. Seems to be working well so far though. All the way up into 4th. Great job from Mungino. We've got Muller in 5th. He's pulled away from Muller. Rocco now he's throwing Ben aside. He wants to catch Muller up. Can't be held up too much by Muller because he's got Ben right behind him. Fours and Senna doing a great job there. Daz in the racing softs. Mercer's still yet to pit. Canny in 12th on the super softs. I think I might have had an issue. I'm in last. No, I went in the pits. I'm in last. We got Gadget in first there. Followed by Knee Jogger and Plugs. Plus must be looking to pit soon. Before he loses too much time to the other guys. Or is him and Mungino going to go long? Try and defend as much as possible. We've got Muller gaining on them with Rocker all over the back. And they're starting to struggle. We're going to see any pits at this lap. Only Plugs has come in. The others decide to stay out. So Mungino, the leader of the pack there. So Rocker ideally needs to try and get past these two as yeah, oh look at that. Rocky needs to try and get through past these two as he's on the super softs and he needs to not let the dirty air burn his tyres up before he can use them properly. Won't do his strategy much good. There's Muller having a look on the inside of Mungino, late braking. Excellent move. Excellent move. Given enough room by Mungino. Mungino, is he going to lose a place to Rocker now? Oh no, not yet. As we're coming up to the S's, Rocker does have the inside line. Mungino's had to back out. Excellent move there, guys. As Knee Jogger is making a little bit of ground back up on Gadget. As Mungino comes into the pits. Excellent driving. Spatial awareness. Superb. As you've got Rocker now in front of Muller, so he's going to try and utilise his tyres as much as possible. Ben having a look on the inside. He needs to get past Muller so he can chase down Rocker again. super defending from Muller. Oh, Muller's gone wide. So has Fours. 2 Red Bulls going wide. Exactly the same time. And now they're challenging. Fours needs to get past Muller. Is he going to hold his... is he going to hold him up? He's on the super softs. Muller doing an excellent job defending. He's in 5th, defending exceptionally well. And there's Plux in 7th now. He does have Mangino right behind him. Fresh out the pits. And we got Fours having a look on the inside, down the hill. He's on the inside. Classic move. Classic move. Superb job by Fours. Enough room given by Muller. Muller's not given up yet though. Might jump in the slipstream. If he can keep hold of Fours, but Fours now flying away. He wants to catch up with the group Ben and Rocker. Plux now gaining. Muller comes into the pits. You got Daz out the pits, being hounded by Senna. Senna on the outside. Daz trying to defend, as braking as late as he can. But oh, great move from Senna. I don't know if Daz was wanting to battle too much there, but super move from Senna. As Mangino is now behind Daz. Mangino easily passes Daz there. Not sure what Daz is doing, unless he just doesn't want to burn his tyres up. He's got a completely separate strategy. But we'll find out. He's in 9th place at the moment. Senna's flying away now. There's Muller fresh out of the pits in 10th. Followed by myself in 11th. As Gadget is in the pits again, he's one of the earliest to come into the pits. As Knee Jogger takes a position now. Now Knee Jogger, the undercut did not work well for him. So what's he going to do this way round? Is he going to stay out longer? Is he going to come in this next lap? Rocker doing well in 3rd. Could be one to watch this season, Rocker. Seeing improvements from Rocker, Ben, Fours, Plux. We'll find out how it all pans out. Plus the car and track combinations. May work well for some drivers, may not for other drivers. During this Endurance Championship, we'll be racing in each class, GR1, GR2, GR3 and GR... Oh, as Senna goes a bit wide there by the look of it. He's in 7th, behind Mangino. We've got... Now Fours being hounded by Muller. Fours all the way back in 9th now. It looks like he has changed his tyres. And Muller on the inside. Yes, he's got the... Oh, has he got the position? He's got the position. Excellent move. 2 Red Bulls having a right scrap as they go through the S's. unable to make the position stick. There's Mercer starting to come back a little bit maybe in this second half of the race. As we come up to the second half of the race, Canny is in last place. There's Knee-Jogger. Knee-Jogger needs to be pitting. He doesn't want to lose too much time. If you see, there's Gadget just in the distance. And Knee-Jogger in the Redman Racing team. Basically the Liverpool Racing team. And there you can see Gadget is gaining all the time. He's on the super soft, so he does have a strategy, but as Rocker goes wide there, his tyres are going a little bit as well. All that dirt's not going to help him. Ben jumping up into third. Unlucky for him there. You can see the dirt all over his tyres. He's giving Plux the chance to catch it back up. Plux tyres in the softs. As we come down the hill, looks like Rocker gives him that position but tries to defend the inside, but I think the drive from Plux is just too much. Plux in the Team Pepsi Racing, and Knee-Jogger has decided to come in. I think he will lose. He has lost the position to Gadget. He had gained a few seconds on Gadget, but I feel that now he's just starting to lose them again. Maybe he needs to rethink his strategy. As I'm talking, you got Rocker being hounded by Mangino. Is Rocker going to be coming into the pits this lap? Mangino, oh dear me. Well, he just needed him out of the way. Bit of an accident there, but he ended up face first into the wall. Mangino did wait for him, but Rocker decides to go in the pits. Looks like Rocker did lose a bit of control, and then Mangino hit him. Mangino lost a lot of time there, at least 10 seconds. Unfortunate for him, as Muller and Force are really battling now. Their battling might give Mangino the chance to pull away. So you've got Daz hovering in the background in the Lexus. As Ben's come into the pits. So I know Rocker lost a bit of time there, but will he come out in front of Ben? I don't think he will. So Ben now up into 5th. Senna, who was well back, into 4th. As we look at the battle now for 6th. Ooh, Mangino went a little bit wide. Give Muller a little bit of an edge down there. He's taken him on the outside, but he's got the inside now. Excellent driving. Great move. 4's on the super softs. Needs to be trying to get a move on now. Just can't get past these two guys. There's a little bit of lagging going on. Unless that's just me. He's right behind Mangino. Fours is in the slipstream. I don't think he'll be able to attack. He's gaining momentum now. He has a look just to let Mangino know he's there. He's got the momentum coming up there. Oh, nicely blocked by Mangino. Had the momentum then. Look how far. No, he's got him on the inside. Bit of touching. Looking for Mangino there. 2 places in a lap. Mercer doing well in 9th. He will need to pit soon. Myself in 10th. Rocker all the way down into 11th after all his mishaps. So unfortunate. He was in 3rd as well at one point. Now it's all gone tits up for him, going on the dirt. Daz is going to overtake if he's not careful. There he goes very wide there, leaves the door open a bit. Oh, feeling lucky for Rocker. I did have him as one of my outside people to maybe take the championship. Dad's having a look. As we go down the hill, he just can't make that gap up. As Canny is in the pits, as Gadget laps Canny now. Gadget, you can see the distance behind. It's a full pitch straight and a little bit more. It's lost so much time there, knee jogger. Plug's battling his way into 3rd there. Look, Senna all over the back of him. You got Ben. Oh, Senna is about to run out of fuel if he ain't careful. He's done a superb job to get up into where he is now as he sensibly goes into the pits, freeing up Ben. Ben on the fresh tyres, fresh super softs. Plug's on the worn tyres now. It's going to be very interesting. Ben absolutely steaming. That's Miller there, up into 5th, 4's into 6th. So their battle gave up. There's Senna in 7th with his pit there. Mercer in 9th, Rocker in 10th. I'll come into the pits. Daz is all over the back of him though. It's close racing throughout the field. Bit of touch of the curb there. There's myself coming out in front of Canny. And Gadget is in the pits again. Comes in the pits quite a lot. Tactics working though. As Knee Jogger does take 1st place, but it's the same scenario again. Is Knee Jogger... Oh, he only just comes out in 1st. Now, is Knee Jogger going to stay out? We got 20 minutes left, maybe another pit before. All depends on the strategy. He does have the track position though. Knee Jogger on them racing super softs. He might need to pit. Well, we'll need to pit possibly before the end. Is Gadget going to though? Very interesting to see what strategy Knee Jogger's going to try and take. Knowing that Gadget will be on much fresher tyres, he could potentially be going to the end if he wanted to. And then miles in front of the rest of the pack. Potentially the 2 main championship rivals here. I should hope they don't turn into Nico and Hamilton. There's Gadget Gains a little bit coming through those corners there. Coming up to the first tight left, followed by a tight right. just gaining a little bit of space, four-wheel drive there, just helping a little bit with the grip. Right behind him now. An ideal chance for Gadget would be at the bottom of the hill, and a long flowing left hand before the S's. He's on the inside. He's just going to be about power now. Yeah, he will have a little bit better grip. Oh, he's got him. Daz, knee jogger right on the outside there. Wanted to cut it through. He has got a little bit, but Gadget just closed the door. His tyres are a little bit fresher and stickier. Super move from Gadget there. What would you do if you was in knee jogger's position? Let me know what you'd... 20 minutes left. Let me know if you'd... if you try and stay out as long as possible, but how much time you're going to lose to Gadget? Or do you come in and pit and put some fresh mediums or softs and try and go to the end? Knowing that Gadget does have the fresher tyres. Just can't let him get too far in front. He did hold him up quite well, but we have got the we are coming up to some back markers. Will this come into play? Obviously, as you can see, ghosting is quite rare, so the back markers will not be ghosted out as the first back marker of Canny. As we look now with Rocker and Daz all over each other, both in the same car, you could not separate a piece of paper between them. Daz on the inside, he will have the drive. Can he block the second corner? Oh no, he goes out. Doesn't want to risk touching each other. Is he going to? Is he setting himself up to have an attack down the hill? He's trying to get the drive. He's got the slipstream. Oh, he touches the grass there. That could have affected it. Goes very wide, tries to cut on the inside, just hasn't been able to make it stick yet with Rocker. Now as we're coming up to the long straight through these fast flowing S's, he does have the drive now. Rocker firmly planting himself on the driving line. Daz needs to work for it, he's just not close enough. Gino slowly creeping up behind him. He's going to take full advantage when he can. Mercer starting to pick up the pace now. Fresh super softs. And myself in 12th. Canny there. Being overtaken by Gadget and Knee Jogger. So Knee Jogger's lost a bit of time there to Gadget. Possibly back markers having a little influence, but they're coming up to another one of myself. Oh, Senna goes very wide there. Super job by Senna to end up in 3rd place. Great driving. He seems to be pulling away from Plux as well. It definitely is. It's visually looking like he's pulling away. As we got Ben and Muller doing a superb job in 6th place. He's managed. Ooh, 4's going slightly wide there. As Mangino was that, having a look at on Daz. Daz has lost a bit of time to Rocker. Maybe all their battling, he needs to back out because his tyres are starting to wear a lot now, and his fuel, so he will be pitting. It's 14 minutes left. As Rocker is in the pits. That will be his final stop. Should be his final planned stop as he jumps up behind Mercer in the Marlborough. And Canny in the Intersport. Looks like Knee Jogger is falling behind a little bit now from Gadget. Go through the pack again. Very clean driving. In the drivers' room we do have a Sunday League which is starting to fill up now. It was recommended by Tidgeny, I believe. There's Mangino. Creates liveries for a lot of people. Look at that, he's all over the back of Daz now. He didn't create Daz livery as far as I know, but maybe he wants to. Really pushing now. Oh, Daz sliding there. Just unable to get through. Oh, as he goes wide on the final corner. He's definitely lost that now to Mangino. Daz is dealing with all of our admins, all the championship scores, all what's happened with Ben there. Muller overtook Ben. Don't know if there was an issue between them. As I was saying, Daz, he's been dealing with a lot of the admin side, and he's been designing some of the decals for the guys to use. Senna loses a couple of places now, he's in the pits. That should be his final stop. So that promotes Ben up into 5th. There's Senna now in 6th. Does have fresh softs, and he will go to the end of the race. Rocker on super softs. I think he'll be pushing it to the end of the race as he. Daz losing so much time there, and he's going to have to pit as well soon. Oh, what's happened? He hasn't pitted. Needs to be extremely careful he doesn't run out of fuel there. On this next lap, it might have been wiser for him to pit. Like I say, strategy has won a lot of races. Glad you got the perfect strategy today. And to be honest, so has Senna and Muller from where they came from. And Gadget in the pits again now for his final. There you go, Knee Jogger does jump into 1st. Gadget with the fresh super softs going to the end now. We've got the back marker behind them. One of the back markers anyway. It's Knee Jogger with his fresh tyres. This is just going to be a race to the finish now. No more pit stops. 9 minutes to go. There's 18 points for a championship win. And you do get a bonus point for pole position. As an example, if it stays like this, then Nijogger would be on 19 points due to pole and of course winning. As he comes up on the back marker of myself, looks like I don't really want to give that position away. Move out of the way wisely finally. I could have hindered Nijogger there. It's not been mentioned, but potential. And look at that, that's Gadget having a go on the outside. I'll back off, let him through. I'm not interfering with these pair at the head of the championship potential. We've got Sigma Racing, Redman Racing. He's starting to build that gap. He does have better tyres than Nijogger. The point system's as follows. So for first it'd be 18, second 17, third 14, 4th 12, 5th 10, 6th 8, 7th 6 points, 8th 4 points, 9th 2 points and 10th 1 point. So who's going to get the golden 18 points between Gadget and Nijogger? Gadget leading for most of the race, and Nijogger with the strategy towards the end has just outsmarted Gadget, but he does have older tyres, so can Gadget make his tyres work? Give him that extra push. Is it going to be Lexus or is it going to be the GTR that will take this race? Unless something disastrous happens and both of these go off, I believe one of these will win. Look at the gap now, there's less than half a second between them. About a hundredth of a second. Nijogger probably feeling the pressure now. Does do quite well in races, very smooth driving. Just glancing the curb, accelerating smooth. But so does Gadget, and Gadget is on the fresher tyres. We've got 3.5 minutes left of this race, and Nijogger is doing a super job. He does have the fastest lap of 1:43.8. And look at Gadget now. I don't know if he'll have to try. He's having a look though. Very ambitious there from Gadget. Needs to be his brain working very well. Nijogger as he's pushes to defend from Gadget. You just have a feeling it's a tiger stalking its prey. There's Nijogger touching the curb there, touching the dirt a little bit there, all losing 10th here and there to Gadget. As we come into the final corner now. I think he gave him that a little bit too easy there, Nijogger, forcing Gadget on the outside, but it could give him the drive coming into the second corner. Gadget looks like it may do. Is Gadget going to have a look on the inside coming? Oh no. He might leave it until he goes down, attacks at the bottom of the hill. Very good overtaking position, place. Oh, as he goes just wide there, loses the momentum. Nijogger's still defending well. Pressure is on now. There's another lap after this and that'll be it. Oh, what's happened? Oh, he's almost got through there. There's Gadget on the outside, going through the S's. Takes it very smooth, Gadget. He's right behind him. He's a lot closer on this lap. Is he going to have a lunge? His knee jogger forces him onto the outside. Oh, he's one wide. I don't believe it. Ah, just outbroke a little bit late there. Maybe the pressure just got to him there. Unlucky for knee jogger. Really entertaining. That's right down to the wire. You just felt like it was going to happen now. Purely in the tyre wear, Gadget was steaming. Pluck's doing an excellent job in third place. Muller in fourth, Senna in fifth, Ben in sixth, Fours in seventh, Rocker building himself back up into eighth, Mangino in ninth, Mercer in 10th, Daz in 11th, myself in 12th, and Canny at the back. Canny's not done well there. He's just ended up in the wall. And as we enter the last lap for a lot of people, there's the arrow mark gone, as Benny's the first one across in 6th place. Great drive from Ben. Fours bringing it home in the Red Bull in 7th. Again, super job. Super work by all of them. No matter what level, I'm at the lowest level and I'm always last. I really enjoy it. Real good group of guys, getting really professional with the Discord of the championship. Will join us and have a laugh and a good race. Rocker there coming home in 8th in the Atari. You got Mangino in 9th. Mercer doing very well from last into 10th. You got Daz there in the Mistral in 11th. And myself in 12th. Looked like Canny had ran out of fuel or given up, I'm not sure. And here we have Gadget coming home as the first winner of the race season. Super job by him, great driving, great strategy. So unlucky for knee jogger there, it would have been so close at the end. Super work, as we do have a battle coming up for third with Plux, Muller and Senna. Muller and Senna doing an absolutely fantastic job coming from right at the back to on the first lap. Battling now for third place. Oh, as he tries to go on the outside. Just hasn't managed it. Plux coming home in third. And who's going to take fourth? Looks like Senna takes fourth. And there's a championship points. Senna did take fourth, 12 points for him. Gadget and Knee Jogger joint first. Obviously Knee Jogger gains the point for pole. And 17 for second. So excellent driving. Championship is wide awake and ready now. Thank you very much, guys.